Chaska, Minnesota, line 1. Is that right? And it's Melvin? Kelvin, I apologize. We're moving on. Kelvin, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. How can I help today?
So I've been working in a manufacturing line for 4 to 5 years. So I assembly urine machines. And I've been trying to get a promotion, but I keep getting shut down. So, like, the reason is I don't have a degree, or they say that that's a big jump for me.
Okay. Keep going. So what do you want my help with today? How to actually get that promotion, or are you looking to move locations? What's the challenge before you today? How can I help?
Well, no, I'm looking for something new now. I mean, my dream job is to become a real estate agent.
Okay.
But I never had, like, sales experience, and I've just always been working in the manufacturing line, so it's like I always get the thought that I wouldn't be good as a real estate agent.
Okay, now hold on a second. What would you describe the role of a real estate agent being? I mean, let's just break this down for a second. You've bought a house before, yes or no?
No.
Okay. But you get the idea of buying a house, right? You understand what the deal is. What do you think the real estate agent needs to be good at? Break down what you think are the top 3 or 4 things a real estate agent needs to do and do well.
So I would say communication.
Great. What else?
Having a good attitude.
Okay. What else?
And just being, like, a really successful person.
Okay, no, I appreciate that, but let me tell you what I think the basic skill sets and responsibilities that a good, successful real estate agent needs to have, okay? The first thing is to communicate well. I think you're absolutely right. You got to have good communication skills, and communication skills aren't just talking, it's also listening. So you got to be a really good listener to listen to these families or listen to these people that want to buy a house. What is really important to them? Would you consider yourself to be a good listener?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And do you feel like you're a decent communicator as it relates to speaking simply, speaking clearly so that people, they get what you're saying? There's not a struggle there. Are you good at that, bad at that, okay at that? What are we talking about?
I feel that I do struggle on communicating with people.
Okay. What area do you struggle with? What specifically causes you to struggle?
I'm just like a shy person. Like, it's hard for me to keep a good communication.
Yeah, but that's being shy. But I'm saying when you talk, I don't see that you're having a trouble putting a thought together. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, I would say you're right.
Okay, great. So here's the deal. You don't have to be an extrovert to win in sales. That's a complete myth. You don't have to be an extrovert to be a great real estate agent. You just don't. Because you're a guy that likes to go one-on-one. Are you more comfortable in a one-on-one conversation than a one-on-5?
Yeah, yes, I am.
All right, then. So here's the deal. You've already got the basics there. Now let's go forward. I think a good real estate agent needs to be very informed, right? They need to know the area. They need to do really good research on the home that they might show somebody, look at all the pros, the cons, and they compare that to what they heard that the client said that they wanted. And they do a really good job of taking people and showing them a home that meets most of their requirements. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yes.
Are you a guy who is somebody who is naturally, you're going to do the hard work of preparation and research and figure out what the right home is or the right homes?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. And so then now it's just about being kind and making people feel safe with you that you're going to find what they need. So I don't think you need a ton of sales experience at all. I think you need to take the test to see if you pass the test. And I think you need to spend some time with some successful real estate agents in the form of coffee or lunch and use the proximity principle and ask them how they got where they got, what they do really well. I think you should also consume some great content from Brian Buffini. I talk about him all the time on the show. He's like the Dave Ramsey of the real estate world. He trains real estate agents to be world class. This is all stuff that's at your fingertips and you can learn. It's not something that's a 10-year plan for you. So I focused all of our conversation today on that because you went, well, Ken, I'm just not promoted where I am, but ultimately my dream job is to be a real estate agent. Guess what? You can become a real estate agent this year. And you can start doing that on the side. It's not your full-time job because it won't support you. But you can show houses at night and on the weekends. Am I right, Kelvin?
Yes.
All right then, brother. So start pursuing that. And in the meantime, if your current role, they've put a lid on you, you need to find an equal role somewhere else and get out there and see if it'll promote you. Or you stay where you are, because where you are is your stability and it's going to fund your future as you start selling houses. And then you sell houses, maybe you sell 3 this year, then maybe sell 6 or 9 or 12 next year. And then when you have the amount of money that you make right now out of your day job in a bank account as savings, then you can leave and go full time. Do you see that plan?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Kelvin, can you execute that plan?
I believe I can.
Well, that didn't sound very exciting. I'll be honest with you. I'm not letting you
I'm
go.
sorry.
I'm not letting you go until I know if you believe that you can execute that plan. Is there anything in that plan that you see as really, 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 really difficult to execute?
No, I don't.
Okay, then. Kelvin, do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe if you put your mind to it and you walk out that plan that you will get there and you'll be successful selling homes, doing what you dream of doing?
Yes, I do.
Well, then you better start acting that way, because you just said that to me, but at some point you've got to keep saying that to yourself to where your brain and your heart connect and you start to believe the voice in your head that says, there's a clear path. I can do this. And get about doing it today. I mean today. What are 2 or 3 things you can do today, Kelvin? I'm going to tell you a couple of them. Number 1, let's find out in your personal network who are some of the realtors that they use and see if they'll make a connection for you to have lunch or coffee. Go get a master's degree in how they got successful. That's over coffee and lunch. You buy it. Trust me, they'll do it. And the second thing I want you to do is find out the best place or multiple places to take your real estate exam and sign up for it. Put the money down today, cash, and sign up, commit to getting where you need to go. Action needs to happen, folks. Once we decide, we've got to act quickly. Because if you don't, here's what's going to happen. The voice of fear, doubt, and pride will jump up on your shoulder and they start going, you can't do it. You can't do it. This isn't going to work. I'm just telling you. So once you decide, you better act. Because now what we've got is some momentum, and let that momentum keep pushing you forward.